Now then, legends, how are we doing? So this is the third part, the final part of the trilogy. If you haven't seen the first two videos, you should probably watch them. Otherwise this won't make any sense, but you do you, hon. So, we have covered the theoretical, the content, the analytical, the science, the neuroscience, if you will. Very la-di-da. But all of that means nothing. Oh, another pheasant. All of that means nothing if we don't cover the heart, if you don't actually feel it, if you don't believe it. I can tell you anything and you can go, oh, yeah, all right, Johnny, yeah, whatever. But if you don't believe it's true for you, yes, you, then it doesn't matter, does it? Okay? So you now need to start believing in yourself. No matter what has happened thus far in your life. The late, great Alan Watts was a phenomenal philosopher. Said you are under absolutely no obligation to be the same person you were 5 minutes ago. All right? It doesn't matter if you've been a dick your whole life. You can change that now. And it doesn't matter if you've been at rock bottom. It doesn't matter if you've struggled. It doesn't matter what you've gone through and how low your self-esteem is, how low your self-belief is. I believe it was Confucius that says that the man that said he can and the man that says he can't are both usually right. And of course, that also applies to the woman, to the child, to the boy, to the girl, to the doggo, to the cat, to the pigeon, to the tree, to the pheasant. You have to believe in yourself. At some point, you have to wake up one day and go, you know what? If nothing else, there are 8 billion people on this planet and there's only one of me. Surely that counts for something. The answer is yes, it does. It counts for a lot. You are the only one of you, and you have skills and you have value and you can contribute in a way that is entirely unique to you, in a way that nobody else on the planet can do, not quite like you. Okay? So start believing in yourself. Stop judging yourself based on your past failures, your past shortcomings, the things you've tried that haven't worked. The chap, I can't remember his name, but the guy that invented Starbucks, that founded Starbucks, was turned down for a bank loan. It's something like 263 times. Now, how many of us can say that they would have continued after being turned down 20 times or 30 times or 40 times? But he did. He carried on because he had faith in his idea, and he got laughed at by bank managers that said, let me get this straight. You know, he probably had a cigar, I'm guessing, back in the day. Cigar. Let me get this straight. Someone who has got tea and coffee and a cup and a kettle in their own home is going to get in their car and drive to your place to pay 10 times the amount for a coffee at your gaff. And he said, yeah. He said, ludicrous, ridiculous, it'll never catch on, get out. Well, I don't know if you've ever heard of Starbucks, but I think they're doing all right. There's a few of them knocking about, do you know what I mean? So do not let past failures, past transgressions, you know, to err is human, to forgive is divine, all that sort of stuff. We've all made mistakes. We've all got it wrong. You can get it right. You can learn from those mistakes and you can be better. You don't have to justify your place on this earth to anybody. You are here, whether it's by divine right or the universe or just by biology, whatever. Even if it's just biology, even if you don't believe in God or the universe or spirituality or any of that sort of stuff, you were still the fastest swimmer, weren't you? You know, of all however many million sperm, you were still the fastest. So that in itself makes you special, doesn't it? All right? So whatever you've been through, whatever you've endured, I feel it, all right? I don't know you personally, I don't know your story, I don't know what you've been through, but do not let it define you, okay? PTG, post-traumatic growth. You can get better as a result of anything and everything that has ever happened to you in your life. You can learn to use it as fuel, as motivation, as inspiration, as education. Wind's getting up, so I'll probably get told off about the crappy audio. Apologies, we're working on it. But you can do it, okay? Believe in yourself. And this is what we are here to do. We are here to give you the tools and the techniques to do that, all right? And not just the tools and the techniques, but the belief. And we've got 1,000,001 different ways we're going to try and do that, because everybody, different things resonate differently with different people, don't they? We've got some poetry coming. Oh, yeah. And we've got all manner of spiritual stuff that some people think is nonsense, a load of bollocks, and some people it'll resonate and they'll go, yeah, no, I get that. And some of it will be just facts, and some of it will be very sciencey, and some of it will be purely emotive and from the heart. But one way or another, we are going to try our damnedest to give you something that you can hold on to, a light in the dark, something that can make the difference, make that transformational change where all of a sudden your life starts getting better. Because as soon as it gets just a little bit better, just 1% better, then momentum starts to build. And then you start to believe that it is possible and you can turn things around and things can get better. And then that becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, and then you do more and things get better and better and better. Oh, tremendous. So for now, I'm going to wrap this up. That's part 3. From me and Ripley in the woods, this is goodbye. Take care of yourself. Look after yourself. And above all, for the love of God, believe in yourself. You are a legend. Catch you soon, legend.